Toyota Corolla AE82 FXGT from 1985. Bit of a barn find. We're going to try and get it going again, perhaps put it back on the road. If we can't put it back on the road here in New Zealand, we'll turn it into a track car. One of the problems with the Toyota Corolla FXGT is there's a frost plug down the back of the engine here which is leaking. In other words, water's escaping from the engine. So we really need to do something with that before we cook the engine. So easiest way to do it, best way to do it, take the engine and box out completely, then it's easier to get into the frost plug to replace it. We'll show you how we do that later, but in the meantime, try and take the engine out. Because you've got all the wiring and everything all over the engine, rather than unplug every single individual plug off the engine, trace the wiring loom back to the firewall where it goes into the cabin. Disconnect the wiring from the computer inside and then just pull all the wiring out. Saves us unplugging all the plugs on the engine, which are undoubtedly going to break the plugs. Inside the footwell of our FXGT, found our engine computer nestled up here underneath the center console. Pull the wires out. The loom goes up through a grommet and into the engine bay, as we saw. So now I'll just pull that through from the other side. First step's done. That's the easy part. ECU plugs and some other plugs off the fuse box under the dash as well. Corolla FXGT. So I'm just going to have a look underneath here. I told you that we need to do the frost plug, and if we look up here you can just see water's been running out of the block there. So inside there are things called frost plugs. Obviously it's leaking. There'd be other things I'd rather do on the car at this stage, but it is Christmas time, and while we've got a hoist available at work, now's a good time to pull the engine out and deal with the leaking frost plug. Got to the end of the day. I've had lots of interruptions, phone ringing, people coming in. The Corolla's on the hoist, no engine or box in it. On the trolley in front of me, I've got the engine and gearbox. That's the back of the engine, so this would normally be up against the firewall. Alternator over here, and we can see the offending frost plug in the back here, 36mm diameter. You can see it's been rusted and leaking. There's another one over here. That one's not leaking yet. Probably rusty on the inside, and there's another frost plug in behind here as well. So there's three on the back of the engine. We're obviously going to do all three while the engine's out. There are other frost plugs scattered around the engine as well. We'll make a decision on those.